Hi, everyone. Today's story is called The Moose Who Went to the Moon. The words and pictures are by Rachel Dutton. Now, Boomer was gazing at the moon one night, and he got very hungry. He'd heard the moon was made of cheese, and Boomer loved cheese, especially macaroni and cheese. He thought he would go to the moon to find out if it was delicious. He checked the internet for tickets, but he couldn't find a single one. I'll have the whole moon to myself, thought Boomer. It will be so relaxing, so tasty. But how would he get there? It seemed very far away. He stretched and warmed up and bounced a bit. Boomer was a sensible moose, so he tried the simplest way to get to the moon first. Then he squatted down and jumped as high as he could, which wasn't very high. He went to the tallest mountain and stood on his tiptoes, but he still couldn't reach the moon. He asked the birds for help, but even they couldn't fly that high. So Boomer built a robot because robots are cool, and he'd always wanted a robot. He named her Wanda because she was wonderful. How do I get to the moon? Boomer asked Wanda. The robot consulted the internet. You have to become an astronaut, she said. That sounded great to Boomer. He packed his favorite pants and a bunch of snacks and went to Florida, where they trained the astronauts. I'm sorry, said the astronauts, but our helmets don't fit moose antlers, and those pants don't match our uniforms. Boomer was disappointed, but he knew you had to keep trying if you really want something, and he really wanted to go to the moon. He and Wanda sat on a hill and looked at the sky, thinking of a new plan. They decided to build their own spaceship. Boomer was lucky he had Wanda, because robots are very good with tools. They hammered and bolted and sawed and duct taped until they had built an excellent spaceship. They even made Boomer a custom helmet to fit his antlers. The astronauts were very impressed with Boomer's new spaceship. They asked him all about it. And when it came time to launch, everyone watched with excitement. But there was one problem. Even though Boomer had 2 arms and Wanda had 3, that wasn't enough arms to push all the buttons to fly the ship. They needed a crew. I'll go. Ooh, pick me, cried the astronauts. Boomer thought about it. They did already have their own helmets, but there was another problem. Only if you change your pants, Boomer said. Those don't match my spaceship. So they all flew to the moon. It wasn't made of cheese after all, but that was okay, because the astronauts had brought snacks. Tomorrow they would explore and learn all about the moon. But tonight, they ate moon pies and sang songs about the moon, and they played Monopoly and watched the beautiful Earth spin in the sky until it was time to go to bed. The end, everyone. Thank you again for reading with me. I hope you'll join me again and we read together again the next time. Bye-bye for now.